Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is the first pre-recorded video I've done in quite a while, but someone asked about load order, and they asked about what goes where, and how to do it, and so on and so forth. And I am no expert. I'm not even close to an expert. I'm barely an amateur at this. So about load order, I don't know much, but what I do know is this is the important load order, the plugins. By the way, this is Vortex. I use Vortex to download and install mods, except for the ones that you have to do manually. Okay, so the plugin order is the important one, and what this does is it uses the loot system. And all you have to do is go up here and hit sort now, and it sorts your mods, ESMs, ESPs according to the loot system. And I haven't had any real problems with it. I had one minor issue that I have fixed quite easily. But yeah. So yeah, this is what you want to pay attention to. I'll scroll through this slowly so everybody can get a chance to take a screenshot or whatever and get the full list. So if you want to actually examine it closely, you can, in case you're using a different mod manager, or in case you're doing it manually, which if you're doing it manually, you really don't need to ask me for advice. You already know about 1,000 more things than I know. At least 1,000 more. What's this? Designed for a different game. Yeah, that's fine. That works. It still works. Well, it almost works. This is the one where I look down sometimes and you just see my boots. So yeah, it was designed for a different game, but I like seeing my feet when I look down. It drives me nuts when I look down and I don't see any feet. So, okay. And slowly but surely we get through this so that people can take a good look if they need to. You can pause it. You can take a screenshot, whatever you want to do. Pause the video, that is. So you can take a good look at these. I'll slow down a bit again. I've gone through a few. Okay. And once I do this, I'll go back to the mods and talk about them. Okay. Slow down again. You can see the patches too. You got to make sure to look for patches, especially with some of the bigger mods. Sometimes if you have two big mods, they might conflict. So you definitely have to look and see if they need a patch. $50 more perk points. Yeah. Yeah, the next time I play, I probably won't use that. I'm almost to the point where I feel reasonably comfortable without having the extra protection of that. So, yeah, I downloaded that. Where'd it go? I downloaded this and this. I'll probably keep this because I think I think that's fair. But this is a little much. But yeah, I downloaded these because I'm not what you call a professional gamer at all, and sometimes I need some extra help, so I need to get up and level faster. But yeah, next time I play, I won't be having that. Anyway, now where did I get to? Oh, about there. Okay. Yeah, I'm reading this list as I'm going down it. But yeah, this one, you have the greater power or the lesser power. The greater power is once a day only. The lesser power is you can use it anytime you want. which is what I decided to go with, because once a day is just not enough. Okay, this will make your game much, much, much more difficult. Trust me on this. You get shot in the head, when you're using this, you die. Almost guaranteed. Other places, if you have good armor, you might survive, but you're going to be hurt. You're definitely going to be hurt. So, and there it is. That is the complete plugin list. Okay, so now we go into mods. And I think I said this already, but that's from SKSE. And the first new mod, all of this stuff I've already talked about. Oh no, this is I downloaded this partway through the playthrough. This is I hate the golden elven armor. I mean, it's just ridiculous looking. So I just darkened it up. That's all. That's all it does, is make it black or dark brown, if you wish, instead of gold. Drove me nuts. This one I'm probably going to change soon, but yeah, I downloaded this 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think, just to change the death sounds. I'm going to probably replace that soon. You'll notice the great cities, there is no Dragon Bridge or Solitude, because they interfere with too much with the pathing for my liking, for my followers. It's easy enough to get them back. I mean, especially if you play with the amazing follower tweaks, you just call them to you. But for followers like Inigo, it's not quite so easy. So I decided to just get rid of them. There's too many pathing problems for me right now. I'm sure that it'll get better. They're beautiful mods. I mean, it's just great to look at. And if you're just playing yourself, good to go. Use it, really and honestly. It makes the cities look much more realistic as far as size and as far as the look of them go. But, yeah, pathing problems for your followers sometimes. Vigor, combat, and injuries. This is the one that was causing, I think, well, not this one. There's Vigor, combat, and injuries, and there's Vigor, combat, and injuries MCM menu. And I had them both in there because I figured I needed them both because, well, that's what it said. But when I did the upgrade, I think update. I think that they had included the MCN menu in, so now there was a conflict, so I got rid of the other one. So that, I think, I did have in my last playthrough, I had one time where I was drawing the bow and it went into slow motion. But the rest of the time it was fine, so we'll see. I don't want to get rid of that. I like this mod. This is a great mod. It really, I mean, you get hit in the head, you get a concussion. Duh! Okay, and there's simply stronger dragons. I made it so that Alduin was 4 times stronger than the dragons that are done by whatever it's called. I forget. It's not the Verse Dragon. It's something else. And everything else is 2 times as strong. So better fights. As they should be. I mean, it's a dragon. I was killing a dragon. I think it took me 4 arrows a couple times to kill a dragon. It's ridiculous. You're no, not going to happen. These are downloaded for my next. This is downloaded, not these. For my next possible playthrough, which I'm thinking about Bruma, False Scar. I wanted to play Enderal, but you can't use it with SSE. At least from what I've seen. I'm still looking into it. If I can, I will, because it's a completely different game, really. I mean, it just uses the engine and some of the assets, but it's a really different game, so I'd love to try it. But I don't have the regular Skyrim. I just have SE. Dragonborn delayed. Yeah, I had that at 50 originally. And then I changed it to 100. I didn't think 50. Again, you're looking at the story. The Galder story is there's this mage who's extremely powerful and famous and loved. And his sons kill him and take his amulet and break it in three. And each of his sons is suddenly strong enough as a wizard to cause major problems throughout the land of Skyrim. And so each one of them took a third of the amulet. So that amulet had to be strong. And 50 is not quite strong enough. So this would make it more realistic. There's a couple of things added in with this, but I couldn't find anything that just made it stronger. So this is the one I chose. This allows the children to actually grow up. If you've watched my streams, you've seen me say to my children, I want you to grow up and be everything you can be, or whatever the line is, and that's what this is for. Yeah, that's the home support. We have already gone through that. We've gone through most of this. I don't know if I installed this. I probably did, because I love this mod. It's a great mod. When you're chopping wood, every 6 chunks of wood you have to stop. It stops, and then you have to redo it. This just allows you to keep going for as long as you want to go. Very simple. I don't know why Bethesda did it the way they did, but hey, that was fixed. Yeah, I downloaded this a little later too, all Thieves jobs concurrently, because you get one job, then you have to go and do it and come back and get another job. You get 6 or 7 jobs at once, you go do them all and you come back. It's just much easier. The other way was ridiculous. Traveling all over the map. Time and time and time again. This is why people use fast travel. The Opulent Thieves Guild, that was to make the sewer system look better. Because, I mean, I'm improving the Thieves Guild, so they're getting richer, so they should look better. Joy Perspective, I talked about that when I was going down through the plugins. I'm sorry, it is 4:15 in the morning here. I'm a little tired, but I wanted to get this done before I went to bed, because otherwise I might forget, because I've already forgotten twice. 3 times? Twice? I can't remember. 2 or 3 times. I downloaded this as well, Longer Candlelight and Mage Light, just because it's just not long enough. I don't use it very often, but when I use it, I want it to work well. Did I talk about that? Let's just keep on going. If I missed it, I'll get it on the way back up. Yeah, this makes the Thieves Guild armor just look much better. That's all it is. It's a change in look. It has nothing to do with the strength of the armor. This is the handmade signs in front of businesses, and this is the road signs. So much better than the regular. You really, really should install this. If you don't like the clunkiness of the weapons, this is a good mod too. There's SMIM. If you have SMIM, you really, really need to download and install. I know it's up here somewhere. I'll just see if I can find it real fast. You need to install, what's it called? I'm sure it's up here somewhere. I just missed it on the way through. Or maybe I didn't. Anyway, you need to download the cart fix. I'm sure I'll come to it at some point in time. Okay. Talked about that. Better roads. This requires SMIM. I think these are the ones that require SMIM. Now if you use the NMM mod manager, it's much easier to move things up and down in your playlist, in your plugin list. Here, it's not that easy. So what you have to do is you have to conflicts with data. Yeah, well, it's fine. I fixed that. I wanted this after the apocalypse magic of a Skyrim. So I actually had to physically do it. What you got to do is you got to pull it down and do that, and it'll change where it goes. Yeah, no. So that's the only thing in here you can do that actually affects the plugin order. So, frankly, yeah, I've talked about that. That's a really nice mod. So where's the cart fix? Climates Ordinator. Standing stone. Did I talk about that already? I don't know. This just changes the standing stones. If you really want to know exactly what it does, you can look it up on Nexus, because it changes every stone. So to go through it would take me half an hour. There's the stuff that's for the upcoming. There it is. There, yeah. Get this. If you're using SMIM and you want to start a new game, you have to get this fixed. I saw one guy doing a video online playing Skyrim, and yeah, he didn't have this fixed, and I didn't have it at first either. And the cart flips up and down and spins, and it just won't let you. You won't even be able to start the game, really. So get this if you're using SMIM. Trust me. These are all my. Some of them are new, some of them are not. These are all the houses. I just want a choice. I think I've made my choice. I think I made that obvious. Pine Ridge. I think we're getting near. Oh yeah, I changed it from I put it at 200. I might change it to 400. I don't know. The force. This changes all the shouts. Yeah, I've already been through that. Last time I did a video about my load order. When I first did the video about the load order, this was the thing that I had for the favorites, and I haven't deleted it yet. I don't know why. I'll do that later. But yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So I went back to this Shadiacs or Shaddix. Shaddix, yes, Shaddix. Shadiac. That's a town a couple hours from where I live. And let's see this Fusro Do is here, and what it does is it enhances support for unvoiced in-game dialogue for when you use mods. Coerces the engine into playing a generic silent voice and lip syncing file whenever it comes to so it's just to make the mods that have some, and they're quite often some non-voiced NPCs. This makes it better. That's all. Okay. Footprints. Okay, and that is the end. So that is those are my mods. You've seen my load order and my plugins. So we're, good to go. And again, this is Vortex. If you use the Nexus Mod Manager, you need to install Loot with it in order to get this sorting Loot. And if you don't use Vortex, you need to install Loot if you're using a mod manager. If you're doing it all manually, I have no idea, and you know far more about this than I do, and I've got nothing to say. There you are. Anyway, that is my mod order, my plugins order, my mod list. I hope you found it informative and helpful. Thank you for joining me, and we'll talk to you tomorrow when I go back and start my stream of Skyrim again. Everybody, thank you very much, and have a nice day. Oh, off. Okay. No, that's not off. It's still recording. For crying out loud. Sorry about that.